Kia's hot EV6 aims to ruffle feathers and win fans in the performance car ether. Design and styling. The EV6 GT is, insists Kia, a road car first and foremost, a priority it claims is written throughout its specification and tuning. Being electric, and based on the group's E-GMP chassis, it is not only heavy, at 2,125 kilograms, 110 kilograms heavier than a regular twin-motor EV6, but on our scales equal to the Polestar 2 BST Edition 270 we tested this year, but also has an unusually long wheelbase. At 2.9 m, it is within 100 mm of a BMW i5's wheelbase. Neither fact can have been an easy hurdle for Kia's engineers or dynamicists to surmount, although they certainly set out with a purposeful package of mechanical modifications. Removing the primary rear-mounted drive motor of the regular EV6 and fitting it instead to the GT's front axle, they made room for an all-new, high-output, permanent magnet synchronous motor at the back, one with direct oil cooling of its stator, hairpin coil windings, and dual-stage silicon carbide power inverter. It makes 362 brake horsepower to the front motor's 215 brake horsepower, a healthy rearward power bias. The car's nickel-manganese cobalt drive battery has the same usable capacity as that of any other UK market EV6, 77.4 kWh, but its internal output, the amount of power it can supply to the motors at peak demand, has almost doubled. Added to the car's rear motor, meanwhile, is a new electronically controlled, torque-vectoring mechanical rear differential capable of sending 100% of motor power to either rear wheel. Interior. Some subtle badging and understated, performance-flavored materials, plus a few bright flashes of that signature neon green, mark out the interior of the EV6 GT, in much the same button-down style as with the exterior. Up front, sport seats with integrated style head restraints are easy to slide into. They are a little short on cushion length and all-round adjustability but offer decent lateral support. They do seat you a bit higher and more upright at the controls than you might expect in a car of this performance potential. Intuitively grouped controls make for easy top-level drivability. There is also generous cabin storage in center console cup holders, in the armrest box just to the rear, and in a large storage cubby underneath the console, which can take bigger handbags and keep them from rolling around the footwell. It's a clear compliment to Kia that the EV6 GT's driving environment takes so little getting used to. But, along with the raised hip point, there's no escaping the outright size of the car as you get acclimatized to it. Although fairly short in the bonnet and front overhang, it seems to extend quite some way either side of the driver and, likewise, quite a long way behind. Engines and performance. The EV6 GT is a fast car pretty much whichever yardstick you use to measure it with. In terms of standing start pace, it's considerably quicker than any commensurately priced EV that we have yet tested, the Porsche Taycan RWD Performance Pack Plus, and BMW i4 M50 included. Compared with combustion engine cars of a similar price, the 3.6 seconds 0 to 60 miles per hour and 8.0 seconds 0 to 100 miles per hour benchmarks it set really are quite something. BMW M2 manual, 4.5 seconds, 9.7 seconds. When you come to fully uncork it for the first time, though, the performance doesn't actually startle you. While Kia's GT driving mode does indeed sharpen the car's throttle response, it doesn't bring it to the point of hypersensitivity. And it doesn't tee up the kind of launch control fireworks you can get from combustion cars either, of revving motors, or of spinning driven wheels allowed to over-rotate just enough for the perfect getaway. Like other 4WD EVs, the EV6 GT just gets on with it, no doubt because, where torquey electric motors are concerned, rather than breaking traction only to then struggle to re-establish it, that's simply the quickest thing to do. The car does indeed feel supercar fast up until about 60 miles per hour, and then, while still very potent, a little more sports car fast to 100 miles per hour. But the 11.8-second standing quarter mile time it posted was still quick enough to beat the Mercedes SLS AMG we tested in 2012, and put it only a tenth behind the Nissan GT-R from 2017. So friends, that's a little information that we can summarize. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comments and share for other latest video updates. Thank you.